Welcome back to another edition of Riffs
and Rhythms.
All right, so again, you guys should know us by now here. This is Paul and Kevin with Riffs and Rhythms here. We look a little different tonight there, so I'm interested to know who exactly. Should I try to guess what costume? Since it is Halloween, you're watching this on Halloween.
Absolutely.
We're dressed up, obviously. We got to have fun with this, right?
Guess my costume.
Guess
Paul.
my costume, too. Do I get three tries or just...
3 tries.
All right. Are you a Jedi?
This was not the costume you were looking for.
Okay, so that was wrong.
No, that's correct.
Oh.
That's correct.
Oh, wow. What did I win? Tell me what I've won.
You won a chance for me to guess your costume.
All right. Who do you think I am here?
Oh, you're the more cowbell guy.
All right, and that's enough of dancing.
So the difference with you and me is that you put your pants on one at a time like everybody else, but once your pants are on, you make hit records.
That's right.
Yes, I thought so.
Because I'm the cock. No, he didn't say that. It was Bruce Dickinson that said that, a.k.a. Christopher Walken. You guys remember that classic Saturday Night Live skit?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Absolutely. I got a fever.
Got a fever for more cowbell.
Nothing's going to cure it but more cowbell.
I can't remember what the character's name was in Saturday Night Live that Will Ferrell played.
It was Blue Oyster Cult.
Blue Oyster Cult, right. Don't Fear the Reaper.
Don't Fear the Reaper.
Right. And I think his characters, I don't even think this was a real guy in the band, obviously.
No, it wasn't.
Right. It's Gene Frankel, something like that there.
Somebody.
Something like that. But yeah, so anyway, so happy Halloween. Yes, we're having our Halloween show here again. High budget costumes is all of nothing but what we are all about here. So, well, it's good to see you again.
Yes, this is a high budget costume, although I've been practicing.
How many thread counts?
I've been practicing my force wielding. I'm working on levitation. There's pick an object over there.
How about some like shakers or something?
The tambourine. Okay,
the tambourine.
Yeah. Got it.
Whoa! Look at that. Good job.
Woo! Almost knocked my hood off.
Yeah, you'd have been.
It's pretty good.
You've gone from anonymous to known Jedi.
Yes,
he is the Jedi Master of guitars. Ooh, there you go.
And as you watch this podcast, know that many Bothans died to bring you this.
Who? I apparently I don't follow enough Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm
lore.
geeking out on my Star Wars knowledge here.
Yeah, I'm not caught up. And somebody was challenging me today about watching I don't watch the Mandalorian or anything like that. So
I'll tell you what, a lot of people were upset when Disney took over the franchise, but they've been taking good care of it.
They've been cranking them out for sure.
Some great stuff. I just watched the new Ahsoka.
See, that's another one I just didn't get into.
Mandalorian is great.
I got a lot to catch up on.
There's other stuff too.
So hopefully I get a break a leg and I'll be in the hospital for like 6 months. I can catch up on all this stuff. That's pretty fucked up to say.
No, because then I'll have to set up the computer.
I said me. I wasn't wishing on you.
No, if your leg is broken, then I'll
right.
have to actually do something around here, and that's not okay.
Well, you can do this from the hospital then.
Oh, there we go.
There
we'll
we
do
go.
our
Yeah,
first
yeah,
remote
yeah.
from the
There we
hospital.
go.
Go ahead.
Live from
All right, so break your leg.
JFK.
We'll use this stick right here.
Live from JFK down in the hood. Oh, my God. So anyway, before we get going here, so let's see what we got here. I have to take my glasses off here because I got to read to be able to read it. So we are drinking here tonight Belle of the Barn. So this is a blonde ale, 4.7 ABV, and this is made from the LaBelle Brewing Company, located in beautiful LaBelle,
No
Florida.
kidding,
So
and that's why they call it the Belle of the Barn. Sounds kind of rolling the hay to me.
Right. So so it's a little bit of a blonde ale.
It's a blonde
Yeah.
ale.
Oh, there you go. They look in the back, the picture on the back there, right? She's climbing up the.
There's a picture of a blonde.
That's right, climbing up there, getting some oranges off the old.
So it's orange blonde ale.
So let's go ahead. So it's a big shout out there to LaBelle Brewing there, and this was provided by our good friend Perez the Prez.
Oh, this is from Perez the Prez?
This is from Perez the Prez.
Oh,
our
how
good
you doing,
buddy
Perez
there,
the Prez?
Mario there. So House of Wine, Beer, and Spirits, as you mentioned before, the cool hops and corkscrew logo there. So thanks for Mario for hooking us up with some beverages there.
Some ASMR blonde ale. Hold tight. I got some on the
He
mic.
spooged right on the microphone. That's why you put those covers on, 'cause you don't know where you could be
That's the
shooting
real
that
reason.
full.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the real reason for my hood.
Well, cheers here to another successful episode.
Another successful podcast that isn't done yet. Hold your tongue. This podcast will go perfectly.
Yes, that's right. So no flaws. Hopefully we did hit record at this point. So what do you think?
It's good. It's got a bit of a nutty flavor. No, I'm just kidding. I'm trying to describe the taste. It's actually good.
Yeah, let's see. Let's read this. Let's read
It does taste like a blonde ale. It's got it's not too hoppy. It's kind of got a fullness and thickness to the flavor without being bitter. This is nice.
Bell in the Barn is bursting with tropical hoppiness. We've infused this blonde ale with citrus from local orange groves. So there you go, local products.
I usually don't like orange beer, but this is good.
It's not bad. So you're not a big Blue Moon, I guess, person.
No, I dislike Blue Moon intensely. Don't fruit your beer is what I say normally.
Hey, now.
Is my hair okay?
Yes.
All right.
So who are you? What Jedi are you going by here? Obi.
Obi, my gosh. Kenobi. Yeah, that's it. No, I don't know. I need a character name.
You do. We need to come
need
up.
a character
So
name.
comment down there. What do you think Kevin's Jedi name is, or are you? So you definitely are a Jedi, not a Sith.
That's correct. Okay. But give me a good name, or else I could turn to the dark side.
Darth Arpeggio.
Darth Arpeggio.
There you go.
No, I'm not taking a Sith name. My I don't know. I'm a Jedi. Whatever.
Give him a name.
Nothing's coming. Nothing witty is coming out at the moment. I don't know what's happening.
Give him a name like you just picked up that Build-A-Bear at the mall there, and you build a Kevin.
Build a Kevin. Oh, that's the next vending machine.
I don't know. Is that what the world
Empire.
wants? Is more Kevins?
Yeah, build a Kevin.
Oh boy. So,
wow.
So it's been a hot minute since we've last gotten together. So most people, if you probably don't believe, Kevin and I don't really normally. It's not that we don't like hanging out.
I just don't even know this guy,
Yeah,
to be
he just
honest with
showed
you. He
up,
just
right?
showed up and
You know.
he was like, "You want to do a podcast?"
He was at the YMCA with his towel, waiting to get a shower, and
Yeah.
So, but yeah. So what have you been up to in the last? It's been like
the last couple
Wow,
weeks,
yeah.
we went to Daytona
that's
for the
right.
Biketoberfest.
That's right.
And the band played there all 3 nights on the inside stage. It was an absolute blast. I love the inside stage. Biker events are great because the bikers are crazy. And, most people are too cool to react, but bikers aren't too cool. They just have fun.
Pretty
And,
chill atmosphere. For the most part.
Well, the setup for Bike Week is like all these hardcore old school biker bars. They're like an 800 square foot dive for 50 weeks a year, but then for the rallies they open up to a 20-acre circus, and we played it on the inside dive part, which was great because normally we've been playing on the main stage in the middle of the day.
Right.
This gave us a chance to do something different, and it was actually quite a bit of fun.
So the stage took up the whole building, pretty much.
We had about a third of it. But it was back. I mean, it was about shoulder to shoulder. And it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. So it's like playing a concert to 50,000 people, but you can only see about 50 of them.
Right. So that's at Cabbage Patch in New Smyrna? Is that where?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where we were.
So now, did you run into somebody that I know at the Boot Hill?
I did.
Yes.
I ran into the Knox and Dunn owner,
Okay.
Chris.
Yep.
He had a super cool booth set up right smack dab in the middle of the action. He was like just buried in people. He was doing really good.
Good. Go. So all right. So
yes, and I mentioned him like, hey, I'm Kevin McLaughlin, and he was like,
you didn't
looking
click.
at me like, and
You don't know the Kevin McLaughlin?
and I'm like, yeah, Paul Robertson, blah blah blah. And he's like, oh yeah, man, how's it going? So we stood and talked. I don't know for like a half an hour or something.
Yeah, good news.
Cool guy.
Another Florida.
Cristobal, is that his name? He said his name
Chris
is
Hall. Chris Hall.
Christopher Hall. I thought he said
yes.
Cristobal. I was like,
He's
well,
got crystal balls.
fancy name.
I didn't know. I didn't know that.
It was loud. There was people screaming and yelling, bands playing. I couldn't tell what was going on.
Yeah, that typically sounds right about middle of the day, Main Street. If you've never been to Daytona Beach, you are definitely missing out on the sights and sounds of.
Actually got to take some riding video this time. Did a lot of riding. We went up a couple days early and I got a lot of riding in.
Oh,
It's nice.
very cool. So you don't have to lug your own gear?
Yes. Yes, but luckily I've got an awesome support crew. And we were able to bring all the gear and the bike.
Oh, nice. So it was definitely, the weather was great.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect. We got there, it was like 50 degrees, and it stayed, it was at night, it was in the 60s.
Yeah, it's definitely, we're surprisingly, knock on wood, the weather's been really nice here in Florida. Last month or so, we're starting to cool down a little bit. We have our little cool fronts, and then so hopefully fall is here to stay. And but yeah, when you go more north from where we typically are, it does cool down a little bit more. So
Well, the thing is, between here and Daytona is the edge of the tropics. And just south of Daytona is where Florida starts looking more like the rest of the United States. And it gets cooler up there.
you got to go more. As I tell people, you got to go, if you want the south, you got to go more north in Florida.
I know. I was doing the blurb. I had to do a 600 character blurb. It took me 20 minutes to write the blurb and a week to count the characters. But I did. I write Kevin McLaughlin from deeper down than the deep south.
Balls deep,
Florida.
South Florida.
Yeah, balls deep South Florida. Yeah, that's and like we got some good names like Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania's got blue balls. We got balls deep.
Ball deep, yes, because you definitely got sweaty balls here in South Florida too.
No question.
So
where sweaty balls were invented.
So what else since after Bike Week? Anything else happening? Regular gigs and stuff.
Not much.
Not much.
That's pretty
Just
much it.
Normal.
That was a lot. Trust me.
Oh yeah. Going up there and doing 3 days at night in that nighttime.
Yeah, 3 days in a row plus
Yeah.
riding, and we were there for
Right.
like a full week. So
Right.
there's a lot of drinking to do. It's draining.
Yeah. There's only so little time.
I know.
So much drinking to do.
I know.
So I did actually see you on a show last week though.
Oh,
You did
that's
a couple-
right.
You had a couple things going on there too, right?
Well, I've been cheating on you, Paul.
I know. That's why I brought it up. I want you to we're expose.
I was on a podcast called the No. It's audio only though, so it's not totally cheating. But I was interviewed on something called the No Cover TV podcast, available on Spotify, and that was a blast. I'm excited to get to the point where like some random podcaster from Michigan is going to reach out to me and want to interview me. So that was cool. And then he came out with a show that featured some of my music. I listened to that today. That was kind of cool.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So we'd have to check that out. So what was the name of it again?
It's called No Cover TV. Go to Spotify and look for the Kevin McLaughlin Band interview.
All right, cool. So check out that episode. Check out their podcast again. Shout outs to other podcasts, help and support other podcasts, and kind of doing that there too. And did you go to haunted house last week too? You were busy. I think you were more busy than you realize.
I guess so, because we were on the fourth annual Jams and Cocktails Halloween Bash, and got to be a part of that. That was Brad outdid himself.
I was so disappointed. He asked, he could come on up Wednesday, and I said, yeah, I'll do it. And then I had something. I realized I had already been booked for something else, so which I was really bummed out.
It was amazing. I got genuinely scared for the first time in a long time.
There was betting on who was going to scream the loudest, and I think everyone said it was going to be Brad. Was I right?
No. Well, he
girls
purposely went with Savannah and Ellie first because they're the biggest screamers, and he was right.
Meanwhile, the police show up thinking that somebody's going to be murdered.
It was scream-worthy. I'm telling you what. Most, homemade haunted houses, like a couple of sheets and then flashing lights.
Yeah.
Somebody sprays water on you, but this was for real scary. For real scary.
So I hadn't seen. He must have been taking a while to the video. I hadn't seen anything up there yet, so I caught a little bit of it. of the show, but didn't catch you.
Yeah, if you go to YouTube and type in JNC, I believe it'll come up.
Okay.
And just watch the Halloween episode. It was a blast to make.
So, Brad's always stepping his game up. There's always maybe someday we'll step our games up, but right now, nah.
Well, we've got this high budget
Costumes.
this is even real stone.
This
real stone.
We blew all our money on the wall. So maybe we'll do some rock climbing later at some point.
Yeah, absolutely. Got to get some powder and
It'll take us a while to get
free climbing.
Yeah.
8 feet
Yeah.
rock wall.
We'll get there in no time. So very cool. So yeah, busy then. Yeah. So I've only been. I'm trying to think back now. It was a bit blur of a week. Last week was when you guys were doing your haunted house. The other show that I started doing was This is Palm Beach, was interviewing people at this med spa in West Palm Beach, and fashion designers, models, get a picture of me standing next between
Palm Beach socialites.
I am, yes, I'm.
So you're the podcaster to the Palm Beach socialites?
That's right. So if you want some Botox, I can hook you with some Botox if you want. And
oh Lord knows, I don't want to do any of that.
What they do, they're really big on sexual rejuvenation.
But I could probably use some of that.
Okay. So then we'll get you sign up for some of that action.
Yeah.
Take shots of stem cells right in your penis. Don't worry.
Wouldn't they be stock cells then?
They'll say, the doctor said, don't worry, this is a little prick. And you're like, I already know that.
Oh, my God. This is not the prick you were looking for.
It's much bigger.
That's what you told her anyway.
Hey, in the dark,
Making my hood come off. Stop it.
Right. At 2 a.m. it all, I don't know. It's in metrics we're talking about here. So, all right. So... But yeah, so it was a cool event there. It was something, they had fashion stuff going on, and this whole big thing they're starting up there at the med spa. So we'll see where that goes, but we'll see what happens there.
If you got to take a needle to the penis, I don't need any of that. I'll just go with what I got.
All
there's
right.
none of that going on.
Your loss.
No, I don't think that's a loss actually, because once you puncture that thing, it's going to have a hole in it, and it's just going to leak all the time.
It's like the balloon with the guy Duffy, like the guy at Duffy's when he's doing the balloon animals, and
yeah,
he stretches it real long and ties.
Yeah, if you poke a hole in the side of one of those, it goes.
Wah, wah, wah.
Don't want that.
No, we don't want that. But yeah, then this past...
Although to be able to be tied up like a balloon and like make dog shapes out of it and stuff.
That is really.
That would be a talent.
It'd be cool, like, if you're the balloon guy at Duffy's and you were making, and the chicks were into it, right? Other than all, like, the 6
the
and
balloon
7.
guy at Duffy's. You'd get arrested immediately.
I know, that's
You'd
what
have
I'm
to do the fetish parties.
Yes,
you would be an international fetish party star if you could take your penis and tie it into a dog like a balloon. You would be in demand. You'd have an OnlyFans that would break the internet.
Hey, do you want to see a pretzel?
I have a feeling that was a loaded question.
Yeah, a little mustard on it. Anyway, so yeah, I wrapped my weekend up with going up to North Florida, and a previous guest on the Drums and Rums podcast, Eric Tansey, who makes rum, and I met him through the Rum Connection, but he's also a former law enforcement officer in Raleigh, veteran, and he started a whole podcasting thing going on. And most of his podcast channel is catered towards law enforcement officers and first responders, and they talk about all sorts of stuff, crime shows, case breakdowns, all you name it. And he had his crew up there, and he had previously interviewed Ken Shamrock. You remember Ken Shamrock? The WWE, WWF. He was an MMA guy. You probably
never followed MMA,
but you probably may have. But so he was like a legendary MMA guy. He's got involved with the bare knuckle fighting association.
I saw your post about bare knuckle fighting. That was hardcore.
I didn't know what to expect. So we went up there to hang out, try to do a little cross promoting and podcast. Again, I was the oddball that didn't fit because I was like the non.
At the moment, you do look like the oddball who wouldn't fit.
I do, yes. With my Greg Brady hair.
Two-tone
Looks like it's definitely Halloween colored hair there, black and orange. So
It
the
looks
orange,
good.
orange is the new black.
honestly,
Do you know that, right?
Orange is the new black.
That's right. That's what I'm told.
And I think that look is you, man.
I might wear that to work tomorrow, and then probably get properly sent home.
Properly.
Score.
How do you get sent home properly? Depends on the situation.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Properly with a pink slip, maybe. Then I can go full-time podcasting. Yay. My wife won't like that. Anyway.
We'll need some better sponsors.
Yes, we do. So, good point. Yeah, so if you'd like to sponsor the podcast, hit us up. We're looking for advertiser sponsors. We'll hawk whatever you got. We'll whore ourselves out for the right price.
No, wait. Let's rephrase that.
Okay.
We will help you bring your products to a wider audience in an appropriate fashion.
He's into sales.
And take your money in the process.
Yes, he's into sales. Remember that. So, but yeah, bare knuckles fighting. I didn't know what to, I don't watch MMA, right? And I'm not that I'm against it. I just never got into it. But man, some of these guys are in their 40s. It's like a dude there was the first guy who was up. One of them guy was from New Smyrna. And you just see these guys just get up there. Some of these guys just went swinging for the fences. Other guys, two guys easily got their noses busted.
I would think so.
And some of the bigger guys, you figured they were going to last, and it's like some of them were just really surprising how better of a fighter they are. And it's a different style. There's no ring, there's no cage, there's no ropes, no nothing, and just going right in there.
It looked like they were just on a giant trampoline with pads all around it.
Right, yeah. So there is a little bit of bounds you can't go out of, and then there is no count. You can get counted out, but you can go down and there's no three down.
Like whoever lives
TKO.
gets to leave.
Yeah, that's it.
That's what I mean. I was watching it with the phone muted, and I could still hear the smacks.
It was pretty. So of course I posted one video on my TikTok, and it's like now it's my best viewed video, 50,000 views on that one video I posted. I'm like, I think I'm going to switch to an MMA podcast.
Right? Let's hit some people.
That's right. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I've been up to there. So definitely had fun this weekend. Long weekend, tiring weekend. Spent like a day and a half hanging out. This is where they filmed the podcast in a cigar bar. So I definitely got my secondhand smoke well enough.
You got your recommended daily allowance of tobacco smoke?
Probably for the rest of the year, for sure.
Good.
And
vitamin T.
And I don't smoke at all, so I'm definitely got my share of all that. So, but yeah, that's what we've been going out there. So. Yeah, so I don't know if you've seen the video, guys, so you can go ahead and watch the video over in the social media. You'll find it there. I'm just surprised at how many people.
It was on Rumfluencer.
Yeah, Rumfluencer, yep. And then
at Rumfluencer.
Yep, at Rumfluencer, the my other persona that's not tied solely to the podcasts. And then also on TikTok, the Drums and Rums TikTok's page there too. So, but yeah, that's kind of what we got going on here. So, trick or treat for sure. So yeah, what's going on here in the music news? Did you go out and buy Britney Spears' new book?
Britney Spears has a new book?
She does, and it's like a tell-all. She's blowing it wide open.
I did not.
Oh, I thought we talked before. I thought you were a huge Britney Spears fan.
Or
was it the
other
other young girl looking? Which other one was it? They're all young actually compared to you. Okay, so let's just say it that way. Too soon?
Yeah.
Too soon?
Yeah, too soon.
Too soon?
Too much, too soon. Stop it.
Oh, shit.
No, well, there's lots of great girl singers that I'm a fan of.
Yeah, so apparently she came out with her tell-all book about all the stuff, things with Justin Timberlake, so she's throwing shade at everybody and letting it all out. Like it's like somebody who's got no fucks to give, and she's just putting it out there for her.
Well, she just got out from under her conservancy or whatever it's called. So now she can tell all and...
Yeah, she's
okay.
How Justin's cheating on her, but again, there's stories that she was cheating on him. All the whole thing about her. Apparently Justin got her pregnant, and she wanted to keep it. He didn't, and of course that's like a big at that time when they were young, that they were big money making going on.
Are you kidding? If Britney Spears got pregnant, everybody would have wanted to get pregnant.
Well, it's weird.
She would have made pregnancy cool.
Somebody said, so what was this? Almost now what?
Yeah, imagine her up there 8 months pregnant. Oops, I did it again.
Yeah, oops. Yeah, it's yeah. Well, they were all, remember, they were supposed to be virgins back then, too. That was all the allure that they were, both of them were pure. And yeah, come on. You find out about Joe Jonas, same thing, too, that he wasn't pure. He was out banging around. But somebody said, now that was 20 years ago nearly now. Think about that. And today, I think it's more acceptable if your artist is pregnant. Well, Rihanna, right? She's running around. She was pregnant at the Super Bowl show.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
There was no official announcement that she was pregnant.
she just showed up.
Yeah. She looked just as pregnant as you can look.
Yeah.
She looked like she's about 5 or 6 months pregnant.
She would have almost spiked that ball, spiked that baby, and then right in the end zone there.
Oh my God. Do you have children?
Touchdown!
Do you have any children yourself?
I do.
Oh, okay.
Yes, I have boys, so yeah, you can throw them around a little bit more.
Yeah, you can.
It's more acceptable.
You can spike them.
Yes, you can definitely spike them. And then when they get bigger, then they'll
Then
eventually
they spike back.
They'll spike you, but you always will let them know. You will always, as a dad, you will always be able to spike them, no matter how young, old, bigger they are.
Yep.
You could take you out behind the.
You do
woodshed.
have to spike them at least once, just to show them.
Yep, just keep them in line.
Yeah, keep them in line.
Yeah, that's
Set
right.
the pecking order.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, so she wrote a whole book about all these things and about her conservatorship and it's you feel bad for a little bit for her. And she said if it wasn't for the Free Britney movement that people rallied behind, that really helped get this conservatorship out of that and all these things really.
Really?
So, yeah. So she really credited the fans to that kind of stuff. So it's ironic how she had all these Britney fans pre-Taylor Swift and all the Swifties, so there was a foundation for Taylor Swift was all the Britney fans that were supporting her. So, but yeah, maybe
congratulations, Brittany. I hope your book does really well.
So come on our podcast here and hang out with us.
Yeah, we'll give give you a chance to promote your book.
That's right. Yes, because we got tens of followers.
And when you get tired of the late night talk show circuit, you can come.
Yeah, you can hang out with us and hang out with our cool rock wall.
Yeah,
right, that's right.
Everybody's going to be clamoring to be in front of the rock wall.
Right.
We'll let you do it first, Brittany.
Right. Yeah. Just make sure you're not pregnant. Yeah, it's like going on the ride of the roller coaster or the slingshot in Daytona.
I am not going to ride on the slingshot in Daytona.
Why not?
Because you're going to.
I've already done it.
Okay, good. Well, then we're finished.
All right, end story. So
yeah,
he's such a pussy.
Have you met the guy who maintains that thing?
Your pussy?
Clearly, no.
I know. I'm rolling with it here, man.
No, the attraction in Daytona that you're talking about. Yeah, I have.
Yeah,
I'm not riding it.
Hey, let's say allegedly. Let's make sure we don't get any liabilities or lawsuits and say he allegedly maintains it.
He allegedly maintains something that may or may not exist that I may or may not ever get on.
That slingshot will shoot you pretty far down from Daytona, probably to do some murder. Yeah, so they have those rides all over the place.
They have them all over the place, and so far everybody's lived. I'm sure it's totally safe.
Yeah. Well, you ever watch? There's a whole TikTok channel of them, and I don't know how they get the repost. And it's probably when you walk on that ride, you pay your money. You probably agreed to something because there's all these videos of people on these things, and most of them are these, of course, the girls that are like you're at the beach, and they're all low cut, and gravity kind of takes control, and you can just figure out what hijinks may happen from that ride.
Yeah, it's better than a push-up bra, that ride when it's going down.
Yes, because it's like beating some women, unfortunately, going to kind of get black eyes from things flopping all over the place. So, but yeah, anyway, allegedly.
Yes. Everyone has definitely signed a waiver.
Yes, of course. So, yeah, so definitely check out Britney Spears' book. Maybe I'll get that for you for Christmas.
I'm sure I'll read it right away.
Yeah, I'm sure you will.
So what else is going on with you, Paul? You've got a lot. You are now the official podcaster to the Palm Beach Socialite crowd.
Yep.
What else you got going on?
So I don't know if I'm official yet. I did get an invite to RSVP. So this was there's this restaurant down in West Palm called the Vinyl Fish Club. They have this event.
The Vinyl Fish Club?
Yep.
Like you listen to fish made of vinyl? No, fish records?
It's sushi made of vinyl. And,
okay.
And it's a trendy spot there right in Clematis. they have it's like a Playboy Mansion kind of party this Saturday night.
Okay.
So I'm not quite
Take my
sure.
hood off.
I said, sure, why not? Let's see what happens. I said, let's shoot some content beforehand. So who knows what will happen. So
I'm sure it'll be awesome.
So stay tuned to the next episode then when we get to find out more about if this actually happened or not, covering this event there. So yes. So that's the whole, as you said there, the Palm Beach show is hanging out at different places. All right, I got one for you. Not to call anybody out, but I'll go ahead and say it anyway. So you and I hung out recently at an establishment here in Jupiter.
An undisclosed establishment?
Should I say it?
Is it the undisclosed establishment that I think it is?
Yeah, the place you have to stand up at.
You have to stand up there, yeah.
Yes, that place. So I think what we paid, it was like 2 jacks were like $20, right? I think something to that extent.
Yeah, something
$10
like that,
a piece, probably, right? I was over in a restaurant bar called the Meat Market in Palm Beach a couple weeks ago. I think I paid for some bourbon on the rocks, and it was the same amount. I'm like, how? And I think it was $10. So for the one drink, so I'm like, how the hell am I paying the same amount here as I am here in Jupiter? I was just blown away about the pricing. It's a cool place. Don't get me wrong. This particular stand-up place is cool. It's
a stand-up place.
It's a stand-up place. Prices are definitely not dive prices.
It's a dive bar. Bikers go there. It's my kind of dive bar. I like places like that. The kind with, pictures from the 70s plastered up on the wall and of people doing unspeakable things. And, it's a lot of fun. It smells like all the cigarettes they've ever made.
Yep.
And but those places are cool. I like them.
So it's a chance that you might play there?
I don't know. I think that place is a little small.
I've seen a full band in there play.
Have you really?
Yeah. Inside,
I've
too.
been reluctant to call them because I'm just like, I don't know if I want to play.
I forgot to tell you. I was going to send this to you. I think on Wednesday nights, we had talked about in the last episode, you said you were a big EDM guy? They have an EDM party.
Where?
There.
At the stand-up place?
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I think it's on Wednesday nights, so.
Wow. Maybe I can
go
go get my EDM on.
It's glow sticks. Jedi glow stick. Anyway, so I think that's all we've got for this show. You believe that already?
Is it gone by that quickly?
That's already, yeah. It's already
wow.
Forever ago now.
That's awesome.
This time flies when you're having fun, man.
Oh. Patience is important, my Padawan.
He's staying in character, true character. What color is your lightsaber? Lightsaber?
My lightsabers are rainbow flavored.
Oh.
But my lightsaber glows black.
Oh.
It is the black saber of blackness. What's that called?
So they call it
the black saber.
So is it what? It's not the acronym BBC. Oh, BBL, big black lightsaber.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. I put an ad on Craigslist. I was like searching for BBL, and I came right up.
BBL searching for his Princess Leia.
Oh my.
Oh my, yes indeed. So again, there, big shout out to LaBelle Brewing there, and House of Wine, Beer, and Spirits there for hooking us up with some beer tonight here. Bella to the Barn. Go check it out here locally or go to their website there, LaBelle Brewing. So it's a pretty cool place. I actually have been to the brewery there on my way over to the west coast of Florida. It's actually right there in State Road 80. You can't miss it on your way to the west coast, to Fort Myers. So it's awesome. Right there. Yeah, so it's a pretty cool place. Yeah, so. All right, guys. So that's our episode here, Trick or Treat there. So you've got...
Oh, that's right. This is the Halloween episode. That's why we were in costumes. Okay, so be safe out there. Don't eat any razor blades from weird people. And make sure your mom checks all your candy for you.
After she probably eats it all, so...
Well, that's the reason why. I mean, the whole thing about putting razor blades in the candy bars was just a thing so that moms could sort out their favorite candy first.
Right. To make sure you're... But don't worry, Mom's probably going to be half-tanked tonight anyway because now the new thing is going around as your kids are getting candy, the parents are getting Jell-O shots and booze.
That's new?
That's what?
I've been doing that since the 90s, man.
Okay, all right. Well, some places, So make sure you stock up.
So I'm a Halloween pioneer.
That's right. That's
We used to make the little children walk, but we had a wagon full of ice and beer. That's for sure.
Oh my gosh. Yes. So I'm not prepared for tomorrow, for Halloween. So, but it's usually, why is it always got to be on a weeknight too?
It's
Yeah,
on the
that
31st.
sucks, yeah.
It's on a different day every year.
Yeah. But usually you have to stay up late and do your thing, and it's a big thing. So yeah. So we've got our pumpkin soup that my wife will be making. So she does.
You don't give it out though, do you?
Well, to the neighbors, when we're hanging out.
Pumpkin
Yeah, because you
soup?
go out to the end of the driveway, so kids don't have to walk all the way up to the door and trip on shit, sue you, and
That's
you just
welcoming.
hang out there, and yeah, still not cold enough yet for soup though, really, to be honest.
Yeah.
So, but
It's Florida. Although it snowed in Colorado yesterday.
yeah,
Today,
that's right. Yeah,
yesterday.
winter is coming. So are the White Walkers.
Excuse me.
That's
The what?
The White Walkers.
What are they?
You don't watch Game of Thrones?
The White Walkers? No, I've been saving that.
Holy cow, we got to do a whole episode about the Game of Thrones.
I've been trying to.
Oh.
I get Max free with my phone subscription.
Well,
but
you better watch it, man.
I
There's a
can't
lot of
even log in. I've been trying. I've been changing my password. They still won't let me in.
there's a lot of nudity in it.
I know. I watched a couple
Yeah.
episodes with a friend of mine.
And
there's
they give you
boobies everywhere.
Well, it's equal opportunity for men and women, actually.
yeah,
You'll
it's actually
see some hogs in there.
tons of sexy barbarians littering the halls.
That's how they roll back
That's how
then.
they roll back then. Yeah,
I don't even know when is when.
yeah.
There was no real.
Yeah,
Dragons would be cool.
dragons are cool.
Yeah, but there's a lot of incest in that show, that book.
That's an adaptation of a book.
Oh yeah, maybe you
Game
should read
of
the book.
Thrones?
You should read the book first. No, it's a couple books. Yes, it's based on a book.
Okay.
But they were going much faster in the show than he was able to write books to keep up with. So
Yeah.
at some point, the writers took over and started making their own show.
I got as far as like the weird blonde guy sold his sister to Aquaman. That's how far I got.
Oh, okay, yeah, I know who you're talking about. Okay, yes, Aquaman and Khaleesi. That's the blonde girl.
Okay.
Yes. So I won't spoil it for you to tell you what happens, whether or not Batman shows up to try to recruit Aquaman in this one, but that's where the Justice League.
Yeah, the Justice League has to start from this.
That's right. That's where they came. Oh boy. Anyway, so happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Yes, trick or treat.
And remember, when you're out there Halloweening, it's the riffs.
It's the rhythms.
It's the riffs.
Cheers.